Good morning. 7:30. Question of the day. How do you know when to stop cutting? Great question. So the method that I use for hoof trimming is called the Kansas method. It was developed by Lad Siebert decades ago. He's old. Anyways, the Kansas method is the method of trimming that is totally interpretive of the pith on the cow's hoof. So on the bottom of the sole of the hoof, there is sometimes white powdery substance or a white flaky substance. You've probably seen it in some videos. Normally, a lot of us trimmers will poke at it and scratch it just to show it's there, more or less. So that is the pith. That's the first thing you need to know. The second thing you need to know is the white line, which is the line that runs all the way around the wall of the hoof. Goes all the way from the heel, around the toe, and stops about halfway up the inside of the toe. And you can see that when you're trimming. So, know when to stop. When I'm trimming, first thing I do is clean off debris, whether that is with my hands, whether that's with my grinder or a knife or whatever I choose to use. I can take off a 32nd of an inch and clean it off with my grinder, no problem. Once I've done that, I try to start diagnosing the pith. If there's no pith, leave it alone. If there is pith, now you can start trimming until that pith starts to go away. Once that pith has gone away, that hoof will be at the normal sole thickness. And what I mean is the distance between her bone to the bottom of her hoof, that space will be her normal sole thickness. There are scenarios where pith is not available to be used. At that point, I will start using angles and other signs on the hoof to know the proper shape and length and whatnot. But for the rule of thumb for me, I use the pith because that will balance the bone in the hoof. But once the pith is gone, you better stop because you're at the point where the horn is hydrated, and below that hydrated horn is your alive corium. Next, for the length to know when to stop, you judge it by the white line. The white line's that line I was telling you that goes from the heel all the way around to the toe. Always try to leave about a 1/4 inch on all sides of that white line. As long as you don't cross through the white line too much, you will not over trim that cow. So that's how I know when to stop cutting. Hopefully that was a easy enough explanation. Have a wonderful day.